why anything happens is, of course, the second law of thermodynamics, which was C.P. Snow, another chemist. C.P. Snow's litmus test of scientific literacy, saying that not knowing the second law of thermodynamics is not like not knowing, never having read a play by Shakespeare. Totally meaningless analogy these days, of course. But the second law is held. I'm sure that Snow didn't understand the second law either. But all it says, of course, is that things get worse. And in other words, and I think it's such when I start my lectures to my erstwhile undergraduates at Oxford, I would say, having bored them with the first law, when I get to the second law, I say something like, no other law of science has contributed more to the liberation of the human spirit. And I think that's true. And this is really developing a point made yesterday about the second law. And I just want to try to show you that you can understand the second law and all its magnificence pictorially. And I think that's the way of conveying scientific insight. This is what you never see. I mean, you never see this. What you do see, of course, is things getting worse. And that is the natural direction of change. And it accounts for just about everything. There, in summary, is the second law. Energy and matter tend to disperse in disorder. This could be the fuel of an engine, the products of the combustion, including the energy which disperses. You may be able to tap into that process and use it to construct entities. So providing the world will get worse, but locally there may be abatements of chaos. These might be real bricks being turned into a real organized building. But they could also, this could be the processes that take place, the nuclear processes that take place on the sun. And the dispersal here, due to the release of energy in nuclear fusion, can be captured by the biochemical processes of photosynthesis. And out of carbon dioxide and water and so on, vegetation grows. The vegetation, so we have that image, which I think is moving towards high kitsch. I warned you that I would end on a note of high kitsch. But this could be the vegetation. That is, it could be breakfast. Some breakfasts are more vegetation than others, but this could be breakfast. This is the metabolic processes going on inside us. These could be amino acids, which by the biochemical processes lead to a protein. So as we eat, so we grow. Or it could be the growth of a particular organ. And more fancy, so we've gone really now through this process. And so, but this could also be the random electrical and chemical processes taking place within our brain, which, because we eat, we think. And the processes that occur in here, driven by the processes there, could be the kitsch that I mentioned right at the beginning. That is, acts of creativity, acts of understanding, and acts of everything. So I think the second law is something really worthwhile sharing with the general public, because they see that really collapse into chaos can be fantastically constructive.